Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala!
Kids, get up. One more day. All right, 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this 22nd day of August 2014. It is Friday. You get that extra point that you borrowed from yourself on Monday. So have a good time with it today. Go get a pizza or something. Yeah. Treat yourself to something good.
Pizza's
good morning, Robin.
good. Good morning, Larry.
How you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Excellent.
73 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. Our friend Doug Smith joining us this morning. Good morning, Doug.
Yeah, good morning, Larry and Robin.
How bees you over there?
I'm doing okay.
Your bees okay? Your bees okay?
Yes.
At 7:35 this morning, we're going to talk about something that should be pretty important to you, Doug.
Okay.
I usually save my Friday 7:35 segment for something fun, and I do have something fun, but I'm going to use it later on in the morning because a lot of times Doug kind of loses steam, and I want Doug to be here for the 7:35 segment. The 7:35 segment is about a statement made, and let me make sure I get the guy's name. Richard Dawkins. I couldn't remember his first name. Dawkins. Mm-hmm. Richard Dawkins is the atheist. I'm sure you are familiar with him. We've debated about him. He has never responded, let alone declined. He has never declined, but he's never responded to an invitation to be on the air with us to talk about his beliefs, that he doesn't have any beliefs. Not in God, anyway. But anyway, now he has made the news again because he was apparently engaged in a Twitter thing with a lady who is pregnant. Uh-huh. And he told her that it would be immoral for her not to abort her pregnancy if she knew the baby had Down syndrome.
Oh.
Doug has Down syndrome. Doug, can you imagine if your mother aborted you? What would you have done?
I said, Mom, you're going to my life anymore.
No, that's right. Exactly right. That's what would have happened.
Good job.
Mom wouldn't have been in your life. You wouldn't have been in her life.
She would have been
I
sad.
have so many things to say about this ridiculous statement from this ridiculous man who refuses to debate anybody. He doesn't want to debate us. He probably would make points with us because I'm not probably as skilled of a debater as he is. But I don't agree with him. Don't believe. Maybe I would be. Maybe I'd hold my own. I don't know. But I would hold my own in a written debate. I can do pretty good when I have time to think about each response.
Yeah.
But sometimes, when it's a spoken debate, I fall short. But he just refuses to really debate anybody about the existence of God. But there's so many things I want to say. I'll save it for 7:35. Doug,
okay.
you got to stick around because this has to do with you. Your mother is the best example of how to show love, how to refuse to institutionalize her baby. Her baby. How old are you now? 52?
Yes.
52. So, and I did not.
53, right?
53.
He'll be
Okay, sorry.
54 in September.
Sorry. But anyway, I did not invite Doug in today because of this. Doug comes in on Fridays with me normally. Right, Doug?
Yes.
So anyway, so Richard Dawkins and his statement that it would be immoral to not abort a pregnancy if your baby was diagnosed pre-birth with Down syndrome. So a horrible statement to make. News Bites today at 8:35. We'll take the news from around the world, around the nation, around the state, and around town, and we will abbreviate it. Hopefully we have something in there that brings levity to the show. Usually there's something in there. Jim George, he always brings levity to the broadcast. He's coming in at 9:05. He's the owner of American Cable Services, and among other things, he'll tell you about the a la carte service. Mm-hmm. He'll tell you about adding lightning, what do you call them? Lightning rods
Yes.
to your house to protect your equipment, et cetera, et cetera. Horse Sense with the Equine Alliance of Marion County. Robin, it seems like it was a long time ago that we went to the horse track last Saturday.
I know. It seems like eons.
I don't mean to bad. I mean the horse track
went to
here.
the track.
We went to two tracks, actually. One at Live Oak Stud and the other at the OBS.
Yes.
We were just watching horses. We weren't betting. They don't bet there either place. But,
No.
but it was just beautiful, and it brought up some questions. So hopefully they'll be able to answer my questions. I'm sure they are. The beautiful and effervescent Kelly Hart at 10:05. She brings you her program each Friday called Ocala Magazine Radio. She's the executive editor of Ocala Magazine. Lori Foster at 10:35. Her book is called No Limits. She's a New York Times bestselling and award-winning author. So we'll find out about this novel. She's got about 10 minutes to be on the air with us.
And she always has hunk men on the cover. They always have shirt that's open.
Yeah?
Each cover she has a guy with a
I'm not going to
shirt
comment
that's
on them
open.
anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, because Galen pointed out yesterday that when I was complimenting this guy on his looks up in New York with the toilet paper rolls.
Yeah.
That I was expressing, what do you call it?
A man crush.
A man crush.
Yeah, that you weren't doing that. We can do that because we're old now. So
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have a man crush.
I think I've always done that, though. I think I've always said, hey, you're a good-looking guy. It just
Yeah.
doesn't mean a man crush.
No.
Doug, have you ever had a man crush?
Never. Well, no.
That's okay. Don't change your answer. Never is a good answer.
No, you guys are manly men. You're good. You're good, Doug.
Oh, no.
Thank you, Robin.
Carl Zalek is coming in today. Well, I think. He asked, through Dan. Dan Martone asked us yesterday in the parking lot if Carl could come on. Oh, well, sure.
Yeah.
But we don't know what time he's coming on.
No.
So Carl, if you're out there, come on in.
Yep.
We want to ask you some questions.
Yes, sir.
Mr. County Commissioner. No, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
I like him, actually. So, anyway, Carl will be here, and I don't know what time. I just know he's going to be here, so I have him on the list. The governor was supposed to be on the air this morning. We got a letter late in the evening,
Yes.
last night.
Yep.
He would not be able to make it. I then wrote a letter to Charlie Crist.
Did you get a response?
And I said, Dear Mr. Crist. No, I didn't get a response. The question I wanted to ask the governor was, and I promised him, I said, I'm not going to make it political. I'm not going to ask you anything other than this question. How can Florida learn from the disastrous public outcry to the shooting in Ferguson, Missouri, so that Florida might be able to avoid such a situation? I have ideas on what we could do, what our municipalities could do. Mm-hmm. I have some ideas on how we might be able to create less tension among people, let alone of the races. I mean, I've got some ideas about this. Leadership is first and foremost on my mind, is how all of these things are solved.
Yeah.
And I was hoping the governor could have some kind of an answer, and then he backed down at the last minute. Gave us hope he was going to be on. You know, here's the thing. Here is my big issue with. This is not just about Governor Scott. This is about almost every elected official. Mm-hmm. They beg to come on.
Yeah, they do.
When they have something they want to say. Mm-hmm. They will not allow you. They will avoid the question or give you double talk. They won't allow you to really chat with them. You don't get to know these people. The only time I've ever gotten to know any politician was after they retired from office.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you get them in the studio, you get them on the phone, and all of a sudden you get to know the real person. Mm-hmm. It is my biggest what do you call it? Pet peeve?
Yes.
With elected officials
From local to
is that
federal.
if you pay attention to what we do, we as broadcasters, not just Robin and I, you realize that we're asking questions sometimes that are pretty good questions.
Yeah.
And the questions just might make you a better leader.
Right.
Simply by looking at the question and thinking, I hadn't looked at it from that question actually presents it from a different angle. Mm-hmm. But once again, we're disappointed. So
Yeah.
all right, James Foley, the American journalist who was beheaded. I have some stuff about him. I have a letter he wrote, or an article he wrote. I'm sorry, an article. He was captured once before and then released in was it Siberia, Libya? I can't remember where it was. But anyway, he wrote an article about how important prayer was while he was captive the first time. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to read you that article, and then I'll also read you the heinous letter that was sent to his parents demanding ransom for him. All right, I told you that my 7:35 fun segment would be done later on in the morning, and it will be. It's the Florida Train Museums. Yesterday we had a guest on. He was talking about these beautiful train maps that he was representing, I guess, from National Geographic. So some of the train museums, the one in Mount Dora and Tavares, what's it called? The
Orange Blossom Cannonball.
Cannonball.
That's the best.
Well, that's not really a museum, but that's an awesome
No,
train.
It is. It's the best train.
So I'll tell you about that and some of the
I've never
museums.
been on that one.
You should go. We should take you, though. Fun with Joe today. Today, I should have mentioned this earlier. Today is National Hat Appreciation Day.
Oh.
The Great American Hat On is tomorrow in Seattle.
I don't have a hat on today.
Well, it's tomorrow.
Oh, I have to wait till tomorrow.
Today, the game with Joe on Fun with Joe is the Great American Hat On.
Okay.
And then with Galen, I'll tell you when we're done. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. National Guard troops pulling out of Ferguson, Missouri as protests simmer down.
We had to respond to fewer incidents tonight. There were no Molotov cocktails tonight, no fires, no shootings. We did not seize a single handgun.
State Highway Patrol Captain Ron Johnson, police arrested 7 people. Questions about the legality of the operation to free Sergeant Bo Bergdahl.
The nonpartisan GAO released a report in which it says the Pentagon broke the law when it used government money to swap 5 Taliban prisoners held at Guantanamo Bay for Sergeant Bergdahl. The failure to notify Congress at least 30 days in advance was also a violation, according to this new report.
Fox's Jennifer Griffin, a Pentagon spokesman, says the operation was lawfully conducted. And Robin Williams was cremated and his ashes scattered in the San Francisco Bay, according to the actor's death certificate. Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto. Shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network. Giving you the
Hey, it's Christy with Ocala Mac and PC Repair and Ocala Guest Wi-Fi to let you know we have you covered. We are the only local certified Apple and Microsoft computer company in Ocala. We are family owned and operated. From mobile repair to wireless networks, viruses, new systems, or security cameras, we do it all. Check us out online, ocalamacpc.com, or give us a call, 352-566-8324.
Tell them Nick, Madison, or Mason sent you and get free diagnostic.
Get your internet telephone service from the company that brought affordable internet service to Ocala in the first place. All is Safe is a sister company of Ocala Guest Wi-Fi, a company you've known and trusted for all your internet needs. Whether you need a phone or hundreds, we've got the products and services to meet your needs both now and in the future. Our plans include everything from local and long-distance calling to equipment maintenance and even software upgrades. You can count on All is Safe to give you cost certainty knowing that your bill will be the same next week, next month, or even next year. Call 352-450-8647 today to learn how to cut your monthly telephone bill up to 60%.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. And with summer here, it's the perfect time to brighten up your look. So make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole-house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday morning. It's 73 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. And by the way, temperatures are going to once again be extremely, excruciatingly hot today. And so just, take it easy. Just take it easy. I know we're all looking forward to autumn, but it's not here yet. And it doesn't get here for a while. It's not this, you don't need me to tell you that. You heard the news that Robin Williams' ashes were spread out in the bay in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
He was cremated. What you didn't hear was that the Westboro Baptist Church planned to protest his funeral. You didn't get the chance, you morons. Members of the controversial Westboro Baptist Church are planning an ill-advised protest at tragic actor Robin Williams' funeral over his portrayal of a gay man in The Birdcage.
That was a funny movie, so funny. It was one of his best.
The Good Will Hunting star passed away on Monday, and while details of his funeral have not been made public, this was an article that came out. When did this come out? I saw this on MSN this morning.
Oh.
So they just released the information that his ashes he has already been cremated, and his ashes have been scattered in San Francisco Bay. Mm-hmm. So good for them. They did everything without making it public, and the Westboro Baptist Church, just go hide somewhere. There's a ribbon cutting this morning. The Chamber and Economic Partnership wants you to know that you're invited to it. It's down in Summerfield. It's for the grand opening celebration of an Advanced Auto Parts new store down there. They are located, and we'll see. The ribbon cutting is at 10:30. The store is located on 441. You go south out of Ocala, go through Bellevue, pass over State Road 42, go another mile. On the left-hand side, there's a community called Stonecrest. You're probably familiar with it if you've been that way. That's the shopping plaza right there where the new Advanced Auto Parts store is.
Yeah.
And they're having a ribbon cutting at 10:30, and you're invited.
That'd be fun, right before the Villages.
Also, I want to make sure you know, if you want to play with us on Sunday,
Yeah.
there's a bowl-a-thon, a bowling fundraiser.
Habitat for Humanity Bowl to Build Bowl-a-thon.
Bowl to build.
Yes.
And this is a fun way to have fun and help the Habitat folks raise some money so they can help people have homes. And Robin and I will be there playing music. We'll be busking.
12:30 to 4:30.
And so if somebody wants to bowl, what are the details?
They just need to call Habitat for Humanity, or go to habitatocala.org. That is their website. You'll find the link to the bowl-a-thon. You'll have all of the applications and stuff right there. As of a week and a half ago, they still needed 8 teams. They have 40 lanes, and they might have room for a couple more bowlers, but it's best to go to their website and find out.
And the whole idea is to raise money for the Habitat. So if you have a business and you'd like to advertise your business at the Bowl to Build Bowl-a-thon,
yes,
you can have a banner put up there.
Yep.
And anyway, so it's all for a good
Sponsor
cause.
a lane, $100.
I believe it was only $100 yet to sponsor a lane. So
Yeah.
Brad and all of the people that work with Brad have always been so upfront with us, and that's probably the wrong word. So I don't know. I just love those people. They're just great. I can't think of the right adjectives. Let me go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Good morning. You know that there are other candidates for governor in the primary, and of course, Mr. Wiley will be running in the November election and as the Libertarian candidate. Just a thought on my part.
I appreciate your thoughts, Jim. I had the idea too late. I considered inviting Nan Rich. I considered inviting the other two that are up against Governor Scott on the ballot. The guy you mentioned is not on the ballot, so I guess I
he's not until November.
Right, so that's why I don't think of everything, and so his name slipped my mind. But I know who you're talking about, though. So
yeah.
But I appreciate what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So okay, well I'll invite him then and see what he would do.
Yeah.
See if he responds.
Have a good night.
Am I able to get his information from you?
No, I don't
I'll
have
find
it
it.
with my fingers. He must have a website, though.
Okay, all right, I'll look it up. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know I could have invited other candidates.
Yeah.
But the governor is the governor.
Yes, he is.
And so that's why I asked him. I wasn't really trying to get candidates on as much as I was
No.
trying to get people who could respond to the question, is there anything we can learn from the riots that happened in Ferguson, Missouri, so that we could prevent them from happening here? Is there
Right.
anything we can learn? Anything we already have in place?
Exactly.
I mean, is there anything that we should know to ease the racial tensions, if there are any? I like Morgan Freeman's response to that. Just stop bringing it up.
Yeah,
Stop
exactly.
talking about it.
Exactly. Al Sharpton, he's a troublemaker.
So let's go to something else. The topic I wanted to talk about during this segment. Richard Dawkins is an atheist. I'm sure you know who Richard Dawkins is.
Yep.
Okay. He says unborn babies diagnosed in the womb with Down syndrome should be aborted, and in fact said it would be immoral to give birth to a baby with Down syndrome. Doug is in the studio. Doug Smith. I'm not capitalizing on your visit with us, Doug. I'm just noting that you've been my friend since 1972.
That's right.
And this is what I've learned from you. I have learned that somebody with Down syndrome does well in this world, as you have, because of love, because your mother refused to have you put into an institution, which is what she was advised to do. I know this from your mom.
That's right.
Your mother was told you would never walk. Am I right about that?
Walk and talk.
They said you would never walk, never talk.
Never write.
Never write. Doug writes. Doug reads. Doug lives by himself. Doug can work a computer. Doug does anything you and I can do. And why? because Doug's mother loved him.
Yeah.
Period. And that love made her give him the same attention she gave her other, how many brothers and sisters? 5? 5?
5.
So
it's me.
I know. Don't go through.
No,
Doug's
okay.
other brothers and sisters received the same love as Doug did, and that's
Right.
why you are the way you are today.
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Dawkins, who says that somebody like Doug shouldn't have even been allowed to have life, is a moron. Is that safe to say?
Yeah,
He's an absolute moron.
exactly.
This is a man who doesn't even want to argue or debate intelligent life, let alone the existence of God. He thinks everything evolved by accident. Everything. The fact that somebody like Doug can live
Normally.
and function and have a life and contribute to us all.
Which he does, very much so.
And Mr. Dawkins says, well, those babies should be killed before they're even born. Well, what about the babies who are going to become greedy? That could have been me. What about the babies who are going to grow to become dictators? Maybe we should abort them before they're ever born.
Yeah.
What about the babies who are going to grow up to be atheists?
Yes.
Should we choose that we abort them in advance? Mm-hmm. I know what he's going to say to that. He'll say, how would we know that in advance? Well, you don't know anything in advance.
No.
You don't know anything. You don't even know why. You don't even know why every fluid on the planet evaporates, but only one comes falling out of the sky, and that's water.
Exactly.
That is a miracle. That is intelligent design. That is evidence of God.
That's right.
And hold on. Now, this guy says there is no God because he says there is no evidence of God. I see more evidence of God than anything else.
Every day.
The people who said the world was flat said there's no evidence that it's round. Well, the people looking out on the horizon, watching the ships go beneath the horizon, said it must be round. How else are they disappearing like that?
Exactly.
I want to continue with this when we come back. We've got a little break coming up. It's absolutely absurd that this guy would give this woman this advice. Richard Dawkins. We'll continue talking when we come back. This is WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be hot today with clouds and sun, an afternoon thunderstorm in parts of the area, but mainly dry near the coast. High 92 to 95. Mainly clear tonight, low 74 to 77. Partly sunny and hot tomorrow with a thunderstorm in the afternoon and evening. High 93 to 97. Few showers and thunderstorms on Sunday, mainly later. High 92 to 95. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Kravitz.
This weather brought to you by A&A Lockdock. Did you know that most break-ins happen during bad weather because it masks the sound? Don't be another victim. Protect your home and business today. Call A&A Lockdock, 352-867-1965. That's 352-867-1965.
WOCA.
AM 1370.
96.3. 96.3
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
The hottest CD deal this summer is with Florida Credit Union. Our summer CD special includes a short 25-month term combined with 1.51% APY. Take advantage of this high-yield CD special. Offer good through Saturday, August 30th, 2014. In DeLand, call 386-738-4717. In Ocala, call 352-237-8222. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA. Offer subject to change at any time. $10,000 minimum.
Experience counts. That is exactly what Ron Crawford brings to the school board. As a current school board member, Ron Crawford knows firsthand the issues that confront our school system. He has worked to improve our graduation rate, lower our dropout rate, bring fairness to student code of conduct, and spend your tax dollars wisely while providing a safe learning environment in our schools. Yes, experience counts. Vote for Ron Crawford for Marion County School Board District 5. Political advertisement paid for and approved by Ron Crawford for School Board District 5.
Locally owned and operated since 1957. We are The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, roofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
All right, thank you. 12 minutes now before 8 o'clock here at the Source, WOCA, at the studios here in the Paddock Mall. It is currently 73 degrees. Temperatures expected to get pretty hot today. Yesterday it was a nice reprieve to have that rain come through, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Very nice. Was a nice reprieve.
Very nice.
All right, so getting back on topic, and by the way, I'd love to have you chime in. Doug wants to say something as well, but just to recap, Richard Dawkins, the atheist and the author, is in the news today because he said that unborn babies with Down syndrome need to be aborted and that parents should try again to conceive. Pro-life group Live Action has slammed the comments as sick and twisted. Abort it and try again. It would be immoral to bring it into the world if you have the choice. That's the tweet that Dawkins posted in response to a Twitter user wondering what she would do if pregnant with a child with Down syndrome. The evolutionary biologist posted a series of further tweets defending his argument with another message reading, quote, "If I were a woman with a Down syndrome fetus, I personally would abort. So do most women, in fact," he wrote. "And if you wouldn't, good luck to you. It's your decision." Well, Doug, your mother made that decision to not abort you. Of course, back in those days, nobody knew in advance that a child might be born with Down syndrome, but you were born. And when you were born, she didn't have the option to abort, but she did have the option to put you into a facility, into an institution, and she chose not to. She chose not to. She chose to treat you like any other child she had. You were her youngest and sixth child. She chose to talk to you the way she spoke to them. She chose to show you how to ride roller skates, right?
Yes.
She taught you how to ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
Correct? She taught you how to play horseshoes. Somebody taught you how to read. And somebody taught you how to pretty much do everything that they said you would never be able to do.
That's true.
And I've known you since 1972. So Doug's been my friend for a long time.
Since he was 11.
So just so you know, and we do have some phone calls. People want to chime in on this, but I want you to say something first, Doug. What's on your mind?
When I was in the Knights of Columbus, we had those baby feet on collars.
Yeah.
And that represents abortion.
Oh, you're the Knights of Columbus.
Yes.
Opposition to abortion, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's because of what that represents with the babies with autism.
There you go. All babies.
All babies.
And people can't play God, because you and I have known some couples that all throughout the pregnancy the baby was deemed perfect. When the baby was born, there were issues, and then we've known some people that have been told their baby would be born one way, and the baby was born perfect. So nobody can play God and guess what that baby is inside of the mother.
And if I can just add to that, nobody's perfect.
No.
Every parent, not just mother, every parent who has decided to keep the child, love the child, bring up the child the way Doug's mom and dad did. Doug's dad died when Doug was very young, so that's why I'm not mentioning him. But he was in Doug's picture. The thing you hear all the time is the biggest blessing I ever had was that child.
That's right.
And it's just absolutely absurd that this guy Dawkins, he has no clue. He has no clue of the infinite wisdom of God because he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't realize that having people on the planet like Doug is God's design.
Exactly.
It's hard for me to believe sometimes that Doug is part of God's design.
I am his eyes and ears.
I'm just having fun with you, Doug. All right, let's go to the phone. Thank you for calling. You're on the air.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, a very long time ago, I had a younger sister that was born with a compromised immune system. She only lived to be 5 years old. But I mean, we treated her like any other member of the family until she eventually passed away from the flu in 1960.
Wow, I never knew that. How much older were you than her?
Say again?
How much older than her were you?
Let me see. I'm born in 52. She was born in 55. So,
Okay, so 3 years.
It was 3 years.
Yeah. I never knew that, Jim. Yeah, well, that's a perfect. And your mother was one of those ladies, and I never knew your dad, but I mean, your parents were the good parents who would decide, okay, we're going to love, just like Doug's parents did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There was no such thing as abortion back then. You just did things for the child that had to be done. She was at the doctor's a lot, but other than that, she was a nice little sister.
There you go. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. I never knew that.
Have a good day.
Thank
Bye.
you. Learn something new every day. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hello?
Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, it's me, Tom. Real quick. Hey, that man's own statement belies his own beliefs. He says a child who is born with Down syndrome, allowed to be born with Down syndrome, to not abort them would be immoral. Morality comes from religious beliefs. Morality comes to us from God.
There you go.
If he doesn't believe in God and religious beliefs, then where does he come off saying it would be immoral? He belies his own statements and his own so-called non-belief by saying it would be immoral. Religious beliefs are founded. Morality is founded in religious beliefs. Nowhere else.
Okay. Absolutely.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry. Robin, this is Sonny. I knew this person through our extended family, and it was Down syndrome. And the thing is, he held down a job, and his job was a messenger. And he couldn't drive or anything like that, but he knew the public transportation system inside and out. You could ask him anyway, how do I get over to, say 59th Street and 8th Avenue from anywhere? And he could tell you what train to get on, where you get off, change trains, whatever, bus or whatever. Anything to do with the New York City transportation system, he knew. And he worked until he retired, and then he retired till death. But he was killed in an auto accident, not because of anything else.
Wow.
He, unfortunately, he wasn't driving, and he would just be a passenger in a car that in a severe auto accident he died. So the things that I was astounded, that his knowledge and what to do and how to get around the city at that time was really, really amazing to me. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
I appreciate that, Sonny, and thank you for the story. If we came here to learn, then we're teaching each other.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm learning from you, you're learning from me, we're all learning from each other, and that includes Doug. I'm learning from Doug. Doug doesn't learn much from me.
No.
I'm teasing. But the idea is that somebody would come out and say, and people will believe him, and people will do what he says because they think he's some kind of he's a scientist, he's a biologist, he knows more than me.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know more than you. He doesn't have a clue, in fact. Dawkins doesn't have a clue. Not only that, but he doesn't have a spine. And I say that because he will not debate people who he knows can out-debate him.
That's right.
He'll get on talk shows that are a little bit weak in the spine themselves, or weak in the debate skills area, or they're entertainment interviewers, and they don't go in that direction because their job is to entertain, and they don't want to compromise their commitment to entertain.
Yeah.
Simple as that. It doesn't mean that somebody like Johnny Carson, or obviously it wouldn't be him now, David Letterman, or Jay Leno, somebody who has the ability to interview. David's got the ability to interview.
Yes, he does.
But at the same time, he's a comic, and he wants to keep his 1 hour show funny. So when he's been on there, or now on the Today Show, if Matt Lauer interviews him, he's always very polite, I guess you would say. But I mean, this is absolutely absurd. And just to kind of cement it again, if you were to go over to ARC, I know the ARC acronym means something different.
Yeah.
But it used to mean Association for Retarded Citizens. And then all of a sudden the word retarded became politically incorrect. The word retarded in music simply means to slow down.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with being slow. But anyway, if you go over to ARC, they do such a wonderful job. And Sonny brought something up about a person who had great work ethics. Let me tell you something. Doug has great work ethics. When Doug used to work at the jobs he's had, he was a dishwasher. What else did you do?
Plus prep for pizza.
You were a busboy for the Foxfire.
Yes.
Anybody remember the Foxfire in the Cascades?
Oh, no, not the bus.
What were you?
Yes.
What were you?
I was the dishwasher.
Dishwasher?
And also stock the bar.
Did you ever call in sick?
No.
No.
That's right. Good ethics.
If you ask the folks over at ARC about the people who they place in jobs,
yeah.
Guess what? Those people, they get up early. They know their clock. Doug likes to come in with me on Fridays.
Yeah.
Doug gets up early to come in with me on Fridays. In fact, he called me this morning before I woke up. He said,
he did.
He did. He said, I'm already awake. I said, okay, I'm not.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just struck me the wrong way, or the right way maybe. I don't know, but don't listen to these guys, okay?
No, don't.
Just don't.
I just want to add one last thing.
All right, what is it?
Is what Jim said about jobs.
Yeah.
And I wish someone out there come forward and pass that bill about autism wants a job.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you being here for that piece right there. You're the living, breathing example of how love makes a difference. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The Missouri National Guard pulling out of Ferguson, but a state of emergency remains.